Let's get straight to the point. XRP is currently trading at around $2.33, down 4% today and more or less flat compared to last month. Meanwhile, Bitcoin just hit an all-time high of $112,000. The question on everyone's mind is, why isn't XRP moving? Is it a missed opportunity or an overlooked gem? Well, crypto commentator Dustin Layton has a strong opinion on this. He believes XRP's current price might be a generational entry point, just like Bitcoin at 5 cents back in 2010. Let's break that down. In a recent tweet, Layton drew a striking comparison. He recalled how Bitcoin traded at just $0.04865 in July 2010. If someone had bought just 1 cent worth of Bitcoin at that price, they would have received about 0.2 BTC. Today, that same 0.2 BTC is worth over $22,000. Layton used this to make a point, not about Bitcoin itself, but about how early entry and long-term patience can deliver incredible returns in crypto. In his words, XRP at $2 today could be like buying Bitcoin under $1. It's a powerful narrative, and it's one that many in the XRP community are embracing. Despite the larger crypto market heating up, XRP hasn't followed suit. Some believe this is just a delay, an opportunity rather than a warning sign. Eduardo Farina, founder of Alpha Lions Academy, supports this view. He said, "Would it matter if you bought Bitcoin at $100 or $300? His point? When an asset is still in the early stages of a major run, minor price differences today won't mean much years down the line. Farina is reminding investors to zoom out and think long-term. According to him, XRP's current volatility mirrors Bitcoin's early growing pains before it skyrocketed. However, not everyone buys the comparison. Let's be clear, XRP isn't new. It launched in 2012, just 3 years after Bitcoin. Its all-time low was $0.0028 in 2014, and today's price of $2.34 represent a rise of 83,648% from that low. That sounds huge until you compare it with Bitcoin's rise of over 2,281,602% from its bottom. This is where critics push back. They argue that XRP has had time to show explosive growth, and so far, it hasn't delivered like Bitcoin. If XRP really was the next Bitcoin, wouldn't it have shown more strength by now? So, is XRP really just late to the party? Or is it fundamentally different? Some XRP supporters believe the legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is a big part of the problem. They argue that without the lawsuit, XRP might have already seen major growth. And now that the lawsuit is nearly resolved, they say XRP could finally be ready for its breakout. This belief fuels optimism in the community, with people like Barry C., another XRP commentator, saying they plan to take profit only when XRP hits $1,000. That's an incredibly ambitious target, and clearly rooted in long-term thinking. Here's the key takeaway. Whether you agree with Layton's bold comparison or not, one thing is clear. XRP is still generating strong opinions. Some see it as undervalued, overshadowed by the lawsuit, and ready to catch up. Others think it's had its chance and failed to rise to the occasion. But if you're an investor or simply curious about the market, it's worth paying attention to these perspectives. The story of XRP is still being written. And if you believe Layton, Farina, and others, this flat period might not be the end. It could be the beginning. Only time will tell if XRP at $2 will someday look like Bitcoin at 5 cents. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure to stay tuned for more updates on crypto, markets, and what the big voices are saying. See you in the next video.